Hello, ciao. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to use Imagen AI to quickly cull, especially large Lightroom catalogs or large wedding catalogs that you might need to cull. And then after that, I'm going to show you how I revise the work that Imagen AI has done when culling. And we're going to do that in Lightroom, and then I'm going to very quickly show you how I would approach also the editing. So I'm going to start with clicking on projects, and I'm going to create a new project. I'm going to click on call and wedding because this is a wedding catalog. It's an elopement. I'm going to name the project. This was a session that I shot in Lake Como at Villa Balbianello and Grand Hotel Tremezzo, so I'm just going to name it Tremezzo. I'm going to choose an AI profile. I'm going to choose Portra 400 Classic because this is the profile that I created. It's a pack. You can find it on my website. And then I'm not going to filter because all of these are not edited, but I'm going to choose the folder 50 millimeters because this is the lens that I use. I'm going to use color labels because I find that those are the easiest one to use because it's very intuitive to use color labels, but you can also use stars or flags. And I'm going to ask Imagen AI to label with a green color code all of the photos that he thinks are keepers, yellow color codes all of the duplicates, and a blue color code all of the standalone photos. I'm going to use as a grouping criteria similar, but you can also use very similar if you want just some more refined selection. And then I'm going to select as export format a Lightroom catalog because I am then going to revise those in Lightroom, and then I'm going to hit upload. It's going to take Imagen AI approximately 8 minutes to cull these 1100 photos. So I'm then going to show you the selection that it has been made. It has now finished. We are just waiting for the review culling button to become red so that we can review the photos. Okay, the red button, review culling, is now available, so I'm going to click on it. It's going to open. It's going to remind me that the green color-coded are the keepers, the yellow color-coded are the duplicates, and the blue are the standalone. It's going to give me details about how many Imagen AI has selected. So the keepers are 200, for example. I'm going to say, okay, I got it. And then here, as you can see, it's just showing me the keepers and the standalone. I also want to see the yellow color coded, so the duplicates. So I now have the original number of photos that I had in the catalog. I'm going to do export. So that is going to export all of these into a Lightroom catalog so that I can review, open Lightroom, so that I can review and later edit. I'm going to show you my trick and my workflow to review this very simply and very efficiently as well. Okay, so the first step is that I am going to, again, build smart previews because it's going to allow us to work very fast with these raw files. So as you can see, I'm already doing that. How I did it is just select all photos, and you can do that with Command A or Control A, or just by selecting all of the photos in the catalog. And then I went to Library, Previews, build smart previews, and then in just a few seconds it's going to build smart previews for us. The second step that I highly recommend is creating collections so that we can sort and group all of these photos, and it's going to give us a better understanding of how many photos we have in each collection or in each part of the day. If this was not actually, I also do it for engagement sessions, because you might also change locations while you are shooting just an engagement session. So I always do create collection set and collections. So I'm going to show you how to do that. In the library panel, I'm going to click on the plus arrow here, and I'm going to create collection set. The collection set is going to be named after the catalog, like como. Just do like como create. Okay, now we have created the collection set. The collection set is going to be like a box, and inside we are going to create collections, which are going to be albums, just to give you an understanding for each part of the day or each location. So I'm going back. I'm going to click on Lake Como collection set. I'm going to create at. I'm going to click, on the plus button, and I'm going to click on create collection. I'm going to have this checked inside a collection set like Como. So I'm going to create that album inside the box. Okay. So this is going to be numbered. Number 1 is going to be called details. The second one is going to be the getting ready. This is what I usually do, and I have a course, the Editor's Blueprint, where I show in details my workflow. In here, I do not have a getting ready, do I? I actually have getting ready, and then I'm going to do pre-ceremony. I'm going to do ceremony. The fifth one is going to be couple portraits or formal portraits, bride plus groom, whatever you want to name this. And then number 6, it's usually reception details or reception, and then you can do dancing. It depends on how many photos you have, and you want to be very detailed and create each collection for each part of the day. And the reason why is that we want to work on smaller selections of photos. We want to break up our workflow. As you know, it's going to be very long, so breaking it up, it's going to be easier for us. And that gives us just space for breaks, and also it's going to make us better focus on each lighting condition. So for example, the reception photos, it's going to be indoor, with or without flash, and it's going to be very different from the ceremony or the couple portraits in terms of lighting. So the 6th one, I'm just going to call, it's not a reception because it was an allotment. I'm going just to call this Tremezzo, flash, just Tremezzo, Grand Hotel Tremezzo. I know that these Grand Hotel Tremezzo are going to be the couple portraits that Grand Hotel Tremezzo portraits. I can also do, instead of couple portraits here, I can do Villa Balbianello portraits. Okay, because this was just an allotment for me. Then I'm going back to all photographs, and I'm going to quickly revise the keepers. I remind you, it was, no, I don't want this to be bigger, just want this to move out. These are the ones that Imagen AI selected as keepers. Okay, so I'm going to zoom in just a tiny bit here. And I am going to start with the survey mode. So the survey mode, I just clicked N on the keyboard, or you can open it up by clicking on this icon, which is going to open the survey mode. And actually, let me also select this too. What I'm going to do, so Imagen AI has selected 203 photos out of 1100 photos. I think I'm going to keep the majority of these, so it's faster for me to just remove the ones that I do not want instead of selecting the ones that I do want. I hope it makes sense. So instead of clicking 200 times, I'm just going to click hopefully a few times. So for example, by looking at this photo, I know that I already want to delete that. I am going to filter for the flagged and unflagged photos in here. So every time I hit reject on a photo, it's going to disappear from my view, from my survey view. What I'm doing to do that is just hit the X button on my keyboard. So for example, this photo, again, I don't want it in my final selection, so I'm going to reject it by hitting the X button on my keyboard. Now, looking at these three photos, as for now, I am pleased with this. Remember, these are the keepers. So this one, it's not a keeper for me. This one are all of the keepers. Probably not this one. Just going to very quickly delete the ones that I already know I don't want because I think these are duplicates, or I know there are better ones. And I'm going to do that. This is the other photographer, Mario Casati, that I was shooting with. So I know this photo I'm not going to use. Okay, I'm going to do that with the rest of the 200 photos that Imagen AI has selected as keepers. After that, I'm going back up, and as you can see, I'm no longer seeing the rejected photos because I'm still in flagged and unflagged photo with the I still have the filter flagged and unflagged photos on. So what I'm going to do here is, once I have done that process, is select all of the, for example, photos that are getting ready. And then I'm going this way and doing getting ready. This is details. What I usually do is click on the right button here and do set a target collection. So every time I have a detail, I can just press B on my keyboard and that photo is going to be added. Let me show you. I'm going to hit B on my keyboard, and as you can see, that photo has been automatically added to the details collection. So I don't have to move a single photo every single time I have a detail photo. All of these are going into the getting ready, and these three are going into the details collection. This is one a B. This is Mario. I would have gotten rid of those into the first. This is a B, a detail, and I'm going to move forward. So these are the pre-ceremony. Here, this is the moment where they first saw each other. So I'm going to move those into the pre-ceremony. Then all of these are ceremony. Okay. And then all of these are Villa Balbianello. Villa Balbianello up until here. And then Grand Hotel Tremezzo here. Okay, so let's pretend that I have done with all of the photos, and now all of the keepers are safely stored inside these collections. What I'm going to do now is click again on all photographs, and I am now going to review the yellow color coded, which were the duplicates. And as you can see, all of these have not been selected by Imagen AI, and it has automatically rejected those and filtered those out and gave this a yellow color code so that we know that these were not included because these are duplicates of the keepers. So if you also filter for the green color coded and you filter for capture time, you are going to see that, for example, all of these. In this selection, there are 2 green color coded, these 2, which are the keepers, and the rest of these are the yellow color coded. After that, so what I'm going to do here is give another color code to the ones that I want to keep. For example, let's say that this one was a photo that I wanted to keep. I would give this one a 6 color rating, which is red color rating. So, and I would continue doing that with all of this. For example, let's review all of these. Okay, I know that I want to edit one of these in color, and I know that I want to edit another one of these in black and white. So I'm going to hit 6 on the keyboard here, and let's do it with another batch of photos. Let's move to another, let's say these ones of the bride signing the marriage license. So Imagen AI has selected this one. I'm going to look for details. For example, I can see the groom behind her in this photo, and I really like that. I'm going to hit Command on my keyboard, click on these 2 photos so that those exit my view, and I'm going to hit the same on that one because I couldn't see the groom. And the better one, I think, is this one, looking at the yellow color coded because I can see the groom. So I'm going to give this one a red color code by hitting red. And after I have done all this with all of these photos, I am going to click on the red color coded. I am going to take these and put this into collections. So for example, this one is getting ready, this one is getting ready, and this one was the ceremony. So that now into the ceremony, I have all of the keepers that Imagen AI has chosen for me, but also have the ones that I have chosen, that I chose to keep. And then I would go back to all photographs. And what I would do is revise the standalone. So Imagen AI thought that these were standalone photos, that these were unique photos. And what I'm going to do again is look at this photos, comparing these to the green color coded, which are the ones that Imagen AI has selected as the best photos to keep. Why is this not working? Okay, now it's working. So this is the standalone photo. I can keep that. I like it. I like this one. Let me see all of this. Okay, this one and this one. I don't know. Let's just try. I'm going to hit the reject and hit the reject key on these 2 just to show you what I would do in the end. This one I'm definitely going to keep because it's a beautiful detail. This one is the wedding planner, so I don't want that photo, and we have this one of the wedding planner. So this one I want to keep because it's a beautiful detail, and I would do that with all of the blue color coded. And once I'm finished, I would just filter for the green color coded. Remember, I am still filtering for. So here is what you would see if you were not filtering for the flagged and unflagged photos. So you would only see the ones that you have selected, that you have revised from Imagen AI and thought, yes, I like these. If you also filter for the rejected, or just filter for the rejected, you can see the ones that you have rejected. Just say that you want to revise those because you did not reach the number of photos that you wanted to deliver to your clients. You wanted to include a few more, you can definitely go back here, and also do not filter for the blue color coded, just filter for the rejected, and you can see all of the rejected photos that you personally rejected. I'm going back into the blue color coded photos, and I'm going back to flagged and unflagged, because these are all of the standalone that I revised and thought I want this in the final gallery, sorry. And I'm going to do the exact same thing as I was doing before, getting ready. I'm going to select these two, and I'm going to press B. These are going into the details. This is going to be the pre-ceremony ceremony. This is Villa Balbianello up until here, and this is Grand Hotel Tremezzo. So after that, I am just going straight into editing. At this point, I would remove, after reviewing again, for example, let's review the Villa Balbianello portraits. I would review these just very quickly from here and just check that everything is okay. I can click on Lake Como collection set and see how many photos there are in there. For example, now we haven't done the whole workflow, so it says that we only have 216 photos in here. Let's pretend that these were 800 photos and you had a certain amount, a range of photos that you wanted to deliver to your client, and that you reached that, so that is okay. If you did not achieve the range of photos that you wanted to include, you can go back to all photographs, click on the rejected photos. Sorry. So that flagged and rejected. No, just rejected. You can revise this and include this. On the opposite, if case, if you have too many photos, you can reject these, or just give this a star rating, a flag, a number, something, and then filter all of those and do remove from collection. So you're going to remove this from the collection. Let's say that you didn't want this, you could do remove from collection, and that one was is going to be removed by Lightroom. And after I have revised all of these photos and I thought, okay, all of these look great, I'm now going into the editing. I would just remove all of the color codes, and I'm going to show you. I would click on Lake Como, select all of the photos, and just remove the color labels. What I did was just press 2 times 7, which gives all of these photos a yellow color code, and then removes the yellow color codes, so that now I have all of these photos without any color code. You can keep it if you want, or you can just remove the color code from the duplicates that you selected and leave the standalone color, or you can remove the standalone color. Let's see, I'm just going back. What I could do here is filter for the blue color-coded photos. I usually, when editing, I use the blue color-coded color code to select the images that I want to edit in black and white. So I know that I will need to use this color code. So what I could do is I could give these photos a 1-star rating or a 4-star rating, so that I know that even if I now remove the color code, so I remove the blue color code, I could do rating is equal to 4, and I could still see which are the photos that Imagen AI had selected as standalone. And while going through the catalog, I could think, okay, I want this photo as a black and white. So while editing, I would give this photo a blue color code. I hope this makes sense. And so I would then start my editing process. I think this video is long enough because it's been 24 minutes of me talking. I hopefully showed you how I use Imagen AI to cull a catalog, cull a gallery, and then how I import everything in Lightroom and do my own review by creating collections so that I already have a very organized gallery and collection, and I can already see how many photos I am delivering for each part of the day or each location. And it just gives me a better understanding. As a photo editor, I have been spending the past 4 years culling photos, culling galleries for my clients. And what they did was giving me a range number. They said, for example, please cull these photos down to a range from 800 to 1,000 photos. So what I was doing is keeping a lot of attention to numbers, and having collection sets and collections was helping me with that, so that I was not delivering 700 photos in the reception and 200 photos from another collection. That never happened, of course, but it just gave me a better understanding of what I'm working with, and just make sure that I'm delivering a very cohesive gallery with a good variety of photos from each part of the day, each location, etc., etc. I hope this helps. And once you have reviewed the culling that Imagen AI has done for you, you already have an organized collection to start with the editing. For that, I have dedicated workflow. It's very long. I'm not going to show you to you here because it's going to be impossible. Just know that I have an editing course linked down below, and that I'm also going to add to that how I would edit with Imagen AI if you are struggling with your editing and you want to learn how to also edit with Imagen AI. So I'm going to leave the link down below. I hope this video was helpful. If you have any questions, just please let me know in the comment section down below, or get in touch by via email. Sorry. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.